Nice. This week is gonna be a struggle. I can feel it. I can feel it in my nuggets. This is gonna be a rough week for me. I have to go grocery shopping, which I don't really want to do. I say I want to get my shop up, but I don't really want to do that either. I have some commissions I gotta get done, which I really, really don't want to do those. It's just gonna be a rough one, I feel. I just feel it. It just feels like it's gonna be a tough, tough week. I don't know, man. My anxiety has been all goof 'em up. It's just kind of low level worry and concern for the future and life and everything going on in the world, in the American government. My personal fears about unemployment and success and whether I'm doing the right thing with art and with life, which, you can't really answer until you're doing it, and that's scary. That shit's scary. I don't feel great about where I'm at. I think it's taken a few months of not being employed to really set in how scary and fragile this whole situation really is. And so I've been very lightly perusing like Craigslist and LinkedIn for job opportunities, and it's not great out there, especially not for someone like me with all of the separate components that I have to deal with that would be a deterrent for an employer to hire me. And I don't know what to do about that except for to be scared about it. I'm trying to not let it eat me alive, but yeah. Hopefully this whole thing kind of blows over and I'll start feeling better soon. But until then, we're just going to have to do it scared. We endure because we don't have any other choice. Bleh. 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 So, on my way to get groceries, I found myself in the middle of a art fair, block party thing for one of the museums that we have around here. I ended up talking to a very lovely artist, and we just talked about paint and art and having that be a full-time job. All the things that I had anxiety about. And it was just kind of nice to be reminded that my experience is not uniquely my own as an artist. Most artists who want to make that their career and make that their focus deal with the anxiety of being successful or being the best they can be, and if it's the right decision to make and stuff. And I think that being in the community, it was just good. It was exactly what I think I needed. I'm still not feeling great, but I am feeling better. And I'm feeling a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more uplifted. And I think that that is gonna be a goal of mine going forward, is try to be a little bit more immersed in the community of art that I have in my town and a lot of more local artists and creatives in the area, which I think is something we all need. We all need community. And I think that I've gotten so used to being by myself and being self-sufficient that way and feeling like I can just, be in my little section and not think about anything else. But that's simply not true. You can't pull water from a well that's run dry. I don't know. It's really nice out, and I think being outside and being around people, even if I'm not really interacting with them, I think that's good too. And I think that is more of what I need. I need to get out of the house, and I need to do stuff, and I need to be proactive and get out of my head. So that is sort of the goal from here on out.
Happy birthday, baby.
angle. Very weird. I got a new tripod, and it's like one of those high-tech ones that have a million different versions, and you can make it longer and shorter, and you can tilt things and stuff. Feels very professional, and I am not used to it at all. So this was a much shorter video for a couple of reasons. One, I have been in a really bad mood recently. I deal with depression and anxiety. I have since I was a little kid. And I would say overall in my life, I have a pretty good hold on it, but there are just some things that trigger it pretty badly, and I had a really bad episode. So I had no energy to do anything. I didn't want to do anything. I talked about all that earlier, so I'm not going to get into it, but it was a rough one, just like I thought it would be. But I think that I've come to a couple of conclusions this week as well when it comes to my online work, I guess. My platforms, posting art and talking about art and doing stuff like that. I think that one of the things that I really put on myself is just this need to succeed immediately. I put a lot of pressure on myself about all of this. I think because I've been wanting it for so long. When I was still in the store and going through the disability lawsuit I talked about in my first video, a lot of those years was just planning and hoping and making these step-by-step schedules, basically, of okay, when I'm let go, I will spend this month doing this and this month doing that, and so on and so forth. And I think that I didn't really realize how strenuous that actually is, especially on me, who does deal with things like anxiety and depression and is physically, disabled as well. I have hard limitations that I don't always want to acknowledge. And I think when those limitations are ignored, I crash, and I crash hard. And I think that's what this week was. So I think from here on out, I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving with myself. A little bit more lax, especially when it comes to videos and vlogging, because I've only posted 3 videos. They have not done well. I really beat myself up over that because I felt like I should have just got it from the jump. And that's not how anything works. And I thought that with my other platforms, I would have something there, and then people would be interested in what I have to say and stuff, which I'm sure I do, and I will find those people eventually, but baby steps. I'm not good at baby steps, but I think that that is something that I need to keep in mind while working on this. And I need to remember that this is a hobby. I don't want this to be something that stresses me out as hard as it has, because I really enjoy making videos, and I enjoy the filming and the editing and choosing the music and the thumbnail and stuff like that. I find that a lot of fun. I just think that I push myself too hard. And then when it doesn't work the way I think it should, I think, well, what's the fucking point? Another example of that for me is also my shop. With everything going on in the government right now, there's, for me, a real fear about what's the point of me opening a shop if I'm not going to be able to do anything with it? Because nobody's going to be able to buy things because the tariffs are so big and I can't order new stuff and so on and so forth. But I think that mixed with already being in a bad headspace, it made me spiral and made me not want to do any. And I think that the key to when you're feeling this way is just to do it anyways. Do your best and do what you can, and don't push yourself so hard. This is me talking to me. I need to kind of remember that, because I think that when you get into your head about that kind of stuff, the rest of your life crumbles with you. It's never just one facet. Everything crumbles alongside it. And I'm getting out of the funk. My shop is open to anybody who's interested. It's stickers, it's t-shirts, it's keychains. I really like a lot of the product that I have out. I'm very proud of it. I, again, don't know if anybody will be interested in perusing, especially right now with how things are, but it's there. I encourage you to look at it. I'll have it down in the description. And yeah, I'm gonna try and be a little bit tighter, a little bit shorter, and a little bit more frequent with these videos. That's my goal. I don't want to really drag stuff out and be like, oh, I need to post it at this day on this time, because I find that if I start putting those like things on me, I'm never going to get done. And when I do get done, I'm not going to be satisfied with it. So that is that on that. I appreciate it if you did watch this. If you did, I don't know, man, tell me how your headspace is doing. How y'all doing? Because it's been rough over here, and we can commiserate in the comments. So thank you again. You got here. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.